1, 2, 3.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you stopped by. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. I'd love for you to join the family. Thank you. So today we're going to be talking about dealing with anxiety as a young black Muslim woman. So if you look like us, this video is probably for you. With me today here is my friend, my buddy, Mansoura Adam. Introduce yourself, girl.
Hi everyone, my name is Mansoura Adam. I'm a master's degree holder of applied mathematics and computer science. I work with CRC Credit Bureau as a relationship manager.
Oh great, so what do you do there?
Okay, so basically we provide credit information for financial institutions and other bodies for when they want to give out credit facilities to their customer. So they come to us for credit information, credit history about their customers.
Oh great, so as an entrepreneur, how can you help me?
Okay, you can get a credit report. You are entitled to a free credit report every year, and you can also get a paid version for 2,500 naira.
How does it help my business?
Oh, it helps you to have an overview of your credit history of where you've been exposed to credit facility before. So you'll be in an informed position if you're going to any credit any financial institution to ask for credit.
Oh, okay, so you've heard. I'm going to link their email address in the description below so that you can make any inquiries that you want. So let's get right into it. So what is anxiety to you?
So anxiety is when you overly worry about ordinary things constantly, and it has a way of affecting your day-to-day activities, and and it also reduces your concentration levels, because you're basically constantly thinking about things in your head, and you have difficult concentrating on being in the moment. So yeah, that's what
So to me, anxiety stems from fear, and fear is normal. But when it gets to the point that you overthink things a lot, anxiety begins to set in. And to me, anxiety is like the cancer of the mind. Yeah. So it eats up your conscience, leaving your mind feeling so weak. It leaves you feeling empty and alone. To me, that is anxiety.
When I got to know that I had issues with anxiety was in 2017, 2018 thereabout. I was rounding up my master's degree. I was working on my thesis, so I was overly thinking about it too much, and I wasn't even able to concentrate on the thesis itself. So when I felt like it was getting too much, there is this clinic near my department. I just like strolled in and talked to a doctor, and she was like, "Oh, this is anxiety, and these are ways you can actually deal with it and everything." So it actually helped seeing a doctor at that particular time.
Oh great. So as for me, oh god, as for me, I really can't even remember, because it goes far back as when I realized my consciousness. I'm not even going to lie, just like I told you, before filming this. Far back as when I was really young, we're talking primary school.
Wow.
Yes. It started with constantly feeling under pressure to prove a certain point to people. You know how this world is, like when you look a certain way, people believe that you do not have anything upstairs, or you don't have anything to offer, you get. So constantly being in that position where you have to prove people wrong, and you have to probably work twice as hard, it messes up with your mind, and it makes you overthink, and you get anxious. Then going to uni, I read a course, architecture. We always have deadlines.
Okay.
We literally have projects to submit every time, so we always have deadlines. So that did not even help me at all. So I suffered from anxiety then, but yeah, now I've been able to get it under control. So my anxiety goes way back. How has anxiety affected your daily activity?
Okay, it has affected my daily activity in such a way that my concentration level drops because I notice I'm constantly overthinking about certain things and I'm not even able to concentrate on that said thing. So it's kind of like just, you know, because I'm like, you're like constantly having a lot of tabs open in your head, you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that, and you're not in the moment, you're not doing what you're supposed to do at that moment. So it has a way of dropping down your concentration levels and preventing you from doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, she's totally right. You get distracted, you know, you think about the what ifs, and you know, you just keep thinking negatively. Like, it got to the point that before I think about one positive thing, I've thought about 10 negatives, like if it could go wrong. And my husband is always like, what if it goes right? Think about that for once. What if it goes right? So as for me, how it has affected my daily activity. Okay, so 2019 was a really tough year for me because I had full-on anxiety episode. There was a time I didn't get off bed for like days, and I was just there and I was helpless. I wanted
to
do things
to like get over
but
it?
I couldn't. Okay, so yeah, I was able to get over it by making dua. I just told Allah that, yeah Allah, I do not want to feel this way. And of course I had so many family members that actually, you know, talked to me. They were there to support me. They talked to me about how, you know, things were going to be okay and how I should make sure that my life continues, you know. So yeah, that was how I was able to get over it. Before I digressed, I was saying how it has affected my daily activity. It affected it to the point that I really don't like going out. My social battery just gets drained like so easily. I don't like being in the midst of people. Like, crowd really affects me. It makes me feel a type of way, to the point that sometimes when I see a call, I'm always scared, like, okay, what is this person about to say, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, or even a text, like, to check it. I'm like, oh, okay, is there a bad news? I'm constantly, you know, waiting for the next bad news, and it is very, very bad. It is very bad. So yeah, that's how it has affected me.
I know it can be tiring.
So what have you been doing to get it under control?
Oh, so basically I try to get myself busy because I feel like if I have something doing at that particular time, I won't really think much about things not working out like how I want it to be. So, you know, just being constantly busy, try to get things done. If possible, try to relax also, because stress too can also cause anxiety. So, you know, try to relax as much as I can and still try to get myself busy at the same time. I don't know how if you
I get what you're saying.
So just not be, I try not to be idle.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
You know,
Yeah,
so that it won't force me to start thinking about the what ifs and you know, negative thoughts and everything.
Yeah. So yes, just like she said, that is what I mostly do too. Like, you catch me cleaning and arranging and, you know, doing things. But does that happen to you?
A lot.
Yeah.
When I have a lot of things that I'm thinking about, just like immediately just start cleaning, organizing my environment, and it helps because I mean I'm doing something positive at that moment and I'm thinking about something. So at the end of the day, the house is clean, everywhere is tidy, and me, I like my environment to be clean and tidy. So it's like a win-win.
Yeah, so just like she said, aside from that, you know, you can make dua. Making dua has really helped me. And you know, when you tell people about making dua, of course there's a part where you have to perform ablution and, you know, say your salat and make dua, but there's also this part where you make your God your best friend. You can literally be doing anything and talk to your God, like, yeah Allah, I do not want this, I do not want to feel like this, yeah Allah, I want my day to go like this. Talk to him about what you don't want, and see, just like this, you see solutions. It has happened to me severally, and people that I'm close to, you know. For example, do you know, sometimes when you even sleep late and you make the intention that you want to wake up for Fajr, you really don't even have to set alarm. You can just have that intention that, yeah, I want to wake up for Fajr. And does that happen to you? And you wake up for Fajr? Yeah.
Especially when I want to when I want to fast on Monday and Thursday, I just like, please, I need to wake up for Saturday.
Yeah, I need to wake up. I do that thing a lot. Like, yeah, please wake me up for Fajr. And I wake up without alarm. In fact, fact, that thing
No,
is
mine
so...
usually I still set alarm, but I usually wake up before the alarm even rings. So
Mine is
I'm
not
like,
alarm, like, see, God is great. So yeah, self-care has also been a way that, oh my God, self-care, oh no, you guys should get into it. It started by taking care of myself, my health. I started by, working out daily. By the way, guys, you should check out my Instagram. That's where I post my daily activities, my fitness, my fashionable photos. I'm going to link it right here for you to see. So I started by working out daily. Then I was so intentional about everything that I put into my body, food wise and everything. Then skincare helped me, generally, self-care. I would read books about self-growth. It really helped me, and so that is one thing that I feel like we all should try and incorporate it for dealing with anxiety. So yeah, that's how I was able to get it under control, and now it has become
part of your daily life.
My daily routine. So do you think there's enough awareness in this part of the world?
The answer is no. I feel like we're not vocal enough about it, unlike the other part of the world where a lot of research is even going on, and compared to Nigeria here, it's just like no. But people are starting to talk about it in Nigeria also. There is she writes woman on Instagram, Awa Ojefo, that talks about mental health and everything. I think we are just trying to be vocal about it now. Because like 5 years ago, I don't think there were people even as like an hush topic in Nigeria. People don't really talk about mental health. There was no awareness about it. Or like now that it's a little bit, people are a little bit more vocal about it now on like how it was before.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should still talk more about it. Like it's a mental illness. It's not something that you can see like a physical illness. So we need to be more vocal about it and create awareness about it.
Yeah, exactly what she said. It's a hush topic in this part of the world. Don't let people know that you're this. Some people even laugh at you and they be like, oh, it's because she has money, that's why she thinks she has this anxiety issue. What is anxiety? They feel like it's a disease for people that have money or something like that, which is crazy to me. So yeah, because it's a mental health issue, it's not something you can see. Because this minute you see this person saying, okay, I'm not feeling too well, and the next minute maybe you see her dancing. So some people might be functioning normally and still be dealing with a lot. So I feel like we need to do more, and that is why I decided to have this conversation with my friend. Our girls talk. We need to do more. We need to be more vocal about it. We should it's nothing to be shy of, really. Like there are so many diseases out there. It's just that mental health is a form of disease that cannot be seen. So everybody's battling with one thing or the other. We're not alone. You're not alone. So yeah, we're going to be fine, inshallah. As a young woman of color, what are the stressors that you've been able to pinpoint, and how do you avoid them?
Okay, so when one of the stressors is that when I try to like start overthinking too much about a certain topic, and most times it's stuff that I don't even have control over, I just talk to myself in my head like, see, you can't really control this thing, there's nothing you can do about it, so why worry yourself overly too much? Then I try to like get busy. It could be with cleaning, it could be cooking, it could be anything. Sometimes I even do yoga. There is this popular YouTube that I usually search for yoga for anxiety. There is yoga for anxiety. Yeah, just search for do yoga for stress and anxiety. So there is yoga for it. So sometimes I do yoga, or sometimes I clean, or I just enter the kitchen and start cooking up something, just to like get myself busy and try not to overly think too much.
Oh, that's great. So as a black woman, I've been lucky to live in a community where majority of what's majority, we are all the same color, black queens, black queen, brown skin girls. So I've not had to deal with it on the level where my color would be like a determining factor that would stress me. Alhamdulillah. But for people living outside the shores of Nigeria, or outside the shores of Africa, You know, we've seen a lot of information online about how being black, you know, you get bullied in schools, or even being a hijabi, or you know, covering your hair at all, you know, you get bullied for doing such. If you're going through that and you're watching this right now, number one, know the reason why you're doing it, especially the hijab part. You're doing it for your Lord, right?
And you definitely get rewarded
for it. You get rewarded for it, and Allah is not going to leave you to your affairs, even for a blink of an eye. So don't worry about that. Just make sure you avoid places, if you can, where you get bullied for it. And for your skin color, it is something that you cannot change, so know that and try and live in it confidently. Once they see that you're confidently living in your skin, I'm sure, you know, they would know that there's nothing they can do about it too. And you know, just try to avoid people like that generally. Try to avoid bullies generally. Bullies will always bully, so just try to avoid them generally. And yeah, so try to avoid the places where you feel stressed. Advice for young ladies on how to deal with anxiety.
Okay, there are different ways of dealing with anxiety. So one is for you to identify your stressors, things that, you know, causes you to have anxiety, and try as much as possible to avoid them, or you know, if there's anything you can do about it, try to. And I don't even know how to tell you not to, like, try not to overthink too much, because I feel like for some people that is just how they are. But once you learn how to deal with it, just know what works for you, and you know, do more of it, and learn to live your life the way you want to, provided you're not hurting anyone. And yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to add to what she said, because in all honesty, like, I feel like you know, I've not dealt with anxiety as deeply as some people have. You know, some people had to get medicated for it, some people were hospitalized, and some people were clinically and medically diagnosed. So yeah, this is, you know, a disclaimer for, but if you are someone like that, and it could be me in denial also to an extent, you know, but I feel like I've not dealt with it as some people have, and that's the honest truth, because I've actually seen people that have had to deal with it on a deeper level, and you know, they had to get medicated. So if you're someone like that, hospital is what can help you. You know, going to the hospital and talking to your doctor about how you feel. You know, there's only as far as self-care, fitness, all these things can go.
Yeah.
You know, to get to a point where you actually really need to talk to somebody that is a certified therapist or a psychiatrist, you know, and don't be afraid or don't be shy to take that step. It is very, very important before it degenerates. And
there's actually no shame in you seeing a doctor.
There's no shame. No shame in it. So yeah, that's what I was going to add to ask, because it's not everybody that cleaning or fitness can help. You have some people literally have to be under certain kind of drugs to get it under control, and it is okay. Girls, guys, it is actually really okay to live like that sometimes.
Whether the drugs will make you feel better, and
yes,
you know, you being in a better mental health space. I mean, why not go for it?
So may Allah ease all our affairs, you know. So yeah, we've come to the end of this episode of our girls chat, and we're going to be having more of it. And I already do this thing on my Instagram where I invite people for live sessions, and we talk about different things. We talk about marriage, we talk about self-care, skincare, fitness. I did it during Miss Rona, the lockdown, and so this is what I'm going to be doing for our girls chat. So I'm going to be inviting different people that are knowledgeable about, you know, different things, because I am multi-passionate, but there are some people that actually know a lot about this topic. So I'm going to be inviting them over, and we're going to be talking about them. So this is one of such video. Thank you for tuning in, and thanks for watching to this point. I really, really appreciate. And hold on, if you've not subscribed, I'm going to wait for you to click that button. Click that red button and subscribe. Tell them to subscribe.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Please subscribe. Thank you so much and see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.